Okay, in this video tutorial, we're going to talk about the link flow balance screen and why it's so important to understand concepts like link flow distribution and how the link flow flows throughout your website. The link flow distribution and the link flow balance screen links can be found on any score sheet screen. Here we're showing the web page score sheet for the home page of our demo website, VeniceChamber.com. On the left here, you can see its link flow distribution, and this means that 13.46% of all the link flow throughout this subdomain is actually flowing to this home page. If we click on the link flow distribution link, we'll be taken to a screen called the link flow balance screen. The link flow balance screen is going to show you how balanced the link flow distribution is throughout your website. Link flow imbalance can be one of the most damaging issues a website can have. A good analogy would be a car's engine. If that engine wasn't tuned properly, there would be no sense in driving it as fast as possible because it would only be outputting a fraction of its potential power or output. And vice versa, if that engine was properly tuned, it would be able to produce the same amount of power with less fuel. And in the same respect, a website that's properly balanced in link flow distribution needs very little link flow or page rank coming into that site to be able to rank or outrank similar documents on other websites. The first thing that you want to look at is the link flow balance. This is what's called a Pearson coefficient, or essentially a correlation factor between what the website currently is and what the website should be. So actuals versus targets. You want the link flow balance to be as high as possible. 70-80% is a very good range. Even 50% is a good range for most websites. And when you have the link flow balance as high as possible, what that means is it actually is flowing the link flow distribution to the proper places. And by proper, that means that the pages that are the most competitive have the most link flow going to them. In this condition, when you have a proper link flow balance, when you have internal or external links coming into the site, no matter what page it's coming into, that link flow will find its way to the appropriate pages and distribute itself in their right amounts. So once you have a link flow balance set up correctly on a website, you can conduct off-page SEO in the most efficient manner. And know that when you have a high link flow balance, that all of your off-page efforts will be translated into the highest potential and highest ranking possibilities for your website. So let's get into some of the details about the link flow balance screen. The first thing you're going to see is you have a list of web pages on your left here. These are all of the scored pages inside of your SEO pass. The second column is the actual percentage. This is the link flow distribution as it stands right now. So we looked at that home page, and again, 13.46% of the link flow is flowing to the home page of Venice Chamber, followed by 5%, 4%, and so on down the list to these various pages. Now, if you want to look at more detail about any of these pages, you can simply click on these links and you'll go to their corresponding score sheet screens, and you'll be able to go into more depth and detail about each specific page, such as the incoming links going into the page, which is very useful in this context because you might want to change the number of links or the way the links are going to that page, and all kinds of different pieces of data for that specific page. The third column is the target percent, or what it should be based off of the basket of market focuses currently assigned to that document. The market focus, if you're unfamiliar with, there's a market focus details screen tutorial out there, and I highly suggest that you take a look at that. So we're not going to cover the market focus details screen today. We're not going to get into the details of how to change the market focus basket, but suffice to say that the market focus here is the first thing that you want to address, and you want to make sure that each document has a unique basket of market focuses, and here you're seeing the top market focus in that basket. These are the phrases that the document is going to come up for in a search engine like Google. And it shows the competition of how many documents in the SEO engine's index that has that same or similar market focus. So the SEO engine will go into its billion page index, pull out the number of documents that have similar market focus baskets, and show you exactly how many other documents are actually competing with this specific document. And based off of that competitive value and all the other competitive values throughout the site, it will actually generate a target percentage, or how much link flow distribution that page should receive. So assuming the market focus basket is correct, and that's a big assumption because the first thing you want to do is make sure the market focus is correct, but assuming that it is, at this stage you want to come over here and make sure that the actuals equal out to the targets as close as possible. So if you have like a terms of service page up here that normally you're not going to want to rank high for, and it's receiving 5% of the link flow, that 5% can be then redistributed to other product or service pages that need that link flow distribution to rank well in that corresponding category of market focuses. And vice versa, if you have a page that has extreme amount of competition and you have very little link flow distribution going to it, you're going to want to raise that link flow by redirecting some of the link flow from other pages to that page. So you can see how important this is. You can actually double, triple, even quadruple or more the ranking power of a particular page simply by redirecting the existing link flow within a website to the appropriate pages. And this is the whole concept of link flow balance. It's making sure that the link flow is flowing to the appropriate places within a website. So one of the questions might be, how do you actually change the link flow distribution in a website? Well, the easiest thing to do is really look at the link architecture overall. Typically the things like navigation bars, headers, and footers are going to have the most effect on your link flow architecture throughout the site. So if you address those issues first, typically you'll find that very small changes can result in large-scale improvements in your link flow balance. So let's go through a specific example now. The second page right here that receives 5.5% of the link flow distribution, in essence only needs 0.89% of the link flow distribution in the site to be successful. In other words, this Venice area businesses market focus basket isn't competitive enough to warrant the 5.5% in link flow distribution that it's currently receiving. So how do we lower the amount of link flow going to this page? Well, the easiest way to do this is simply click onto the score sheet for that page, and we're going to go to the incoming links for this page. So we're going to click on the links tab. We're going to come down here in the sub tab and go to the incoming links, and we're going to look at the internal incoming links. These are the links that we can actually control inside the website. And you're going to see 116 links here that are deriving all of that link flow or that link flow distribution to this page. So what you would do is look at the most powerful links in this listing here. These are all the incoming links, and take these links and redistribute this link flow to other pages. One of the things also you can do is lower the net link flow shares coming in on each one of these links. And by doing that, there's a video tutorial that we go through the link flow data, the link listing screens, and the link scorecard screens. And I highly suggest that you look at that. That'll teach you how to actually raise or lower the net link flow shares coming in on individual links. So one of the things you can do is actually lower the net link flow share here and redistribute it to other pages or other links on that page. So by doing this, you can actually change the link architecture or the link distribution that's flowing to the specific pages here, and lower the link flow distribution for this specific page and redistribute it to other pages that may need it. So if you can understand and master the link flow balance screen, you'll have a great advantage over your competitors in outranking documents that are similar to these documents here. And this is simply because instead of having one or two pages, the pages that are being linked to externally ranking really well, you'll have every page in the site ranking well. And even your niche pages all the way up to your product and service pages, each page will have the appropriate amount of link flow to just get it up enough to get it on that first page of Google, getting on the top 5 results where people were actually clicking. And that's really the goal of the link flow balance screen, making sure that each market focus gets just amount of link flow distribution to outrank the documents similar to it.